Welcome back guys to another beer review. This one's a little bit extra. I've still got the three coming up after, which is a bitter, Weiss beer and Trappist Imperial Stout. They're still coming up, but I've got a cheeky little extra one here now, and it's from the Pinter. It's the Waltham Dark Fruit Cider. Apparently the ABV is up to 4% brewing. We'll see. Now I've tinkered with this a lot, I would say. The minimum brewing time is 3 days, if I'm correct. No doubt somebody out there will correct me if I'm wrong. Minimum time is 3 days brewing, 1 day conditioning. The maximum, I think they say, is 5 days brewing, 7 days conditioning. And what I've actually done is add 100 grams of sugar in there, and I've brewed it for 2 weeks. I've cold crashed for a day, and it would have been 2 weeks tomorrow that it'd been conditioning. So it should be interesting to see what it's like. It could be a complete disaster, I don't know. But if it does happen to turn out okay and not a complete disaster, I'm very intrigued, because they say the max brewing, the max ABV on this is up to 4%, I believe. And I've had little issues. I've not been convinced that the percentage of the beers is what it actually goes to, or anywhere sort of near, if I'm perfectly honest. So I've actually picked up a leading brand dark fruit cider. I've picked up a Kopparberg mixed fruit cider that comes in at 4%. And I'm going to do, not only am I going to review the beer, but I'm going to do a little bit of a comparison with that and see if it does feel like a 4% cider or anything. So any second now, I'm going to do a video of the pour and the taking the carbonation off, do the pour. We'll get the other one out and then we'll get on with the review. So back in the tick, guys. Now I'm just doing the carbonation dial on the back. It says do it slowly because it can be a bit feisty. Hopefully it's not going to go bang. It's not going to blow out, hopefully. Maybe you can hear that in the background, I don't know. That's it, not a huge amount. Cool, I'll get a lovely whiff though. So we'll get on and get a pour going. So we're back. I don't know how good the pour was, and I've got a horrible feeling that I've maybe put the camera upside down when I've done that, so I do apologise. If it turns out that you watch it and everything's upside down and tits up for a minute, I do apologise, but accidents happen. So there we go. There's the Waltham Dark Fruit Cider. Plenty of fizz on it, you could see. I can see plenty of carbonation rising up. There was a little bit less than I expected coming out the back when I've done the dial, but it looks just as you'd expect. Like I said, I like the fact that I can see some carbonation. So we'll dive in on the nose and see what we get. Yeah, raspberry, blackcurrant, and that's it for me really. It's that typical dark fruit cider, but it doesn't smell offensive. Hasn't got that sort of appley, acidic sort of thing that you get from some of them. So without further ado, let's dive in and see what we get. Burp in there, but let's go in again. I've got enough of it, so it doesn't matter. Quite a bit of fizz on the mouth. You do taste the strawberry, the raspberry, blackcurrant all in there. I'm going to go with more raspberry and blackcurrant rather than strawberry. Thin in the mouth. The back end, for me, the back end does feel a tad watery. Very drinkable though. I'm not going to say it's amazing, but it's not bad. Little bit of tartness on the back end. I do feel there is a bit of alcohol in that. How much I don't know. So this is where we do a bit of a comparison now. So I'm going to open up this Copperberg mixed fruit. So I'm going to assume that's, well, it is, isn't it? I mean, you can see raspberries, black currants and all that lot on the front. We'll see how it compares, see how we get on. This has certainly got a hell of a lot more colour in it, which is promising, to be honest. But maybe that's just all colour. So, carbonation, obviously this one was so dark you couldn't see it all, but you can see a bit of carbonation going up there. You can't really see anything there. There is a few little bubbles still going up, but look at the difference in the colour. No comparison in colour. On the nose, I'll be honest, on the nose, even this one smells a hell of a lot better. So at the moment that one's looking like more carbonation in it than this one had. Smells more like ribena sort of thing, summer fruits, mixed fruit juice, if you like, that sort of aroma in there. But we'll go in on the taste and let's do a bit of a comparison and hopefully see where we are, maybe alcohol wise there. A lot more crisp, but tastes extremely sweet and it tastes sugary sweet. Whereas this does actually taste a bit more, for me, more fruity, maybe more natural. Let's go in again. Tell you what, bear with me, two ticks, and I'll pour another one and see. We'll do a bit more of a comparison there. So we're back, there it is. That's from the Pinter. There is carbonation in there. I'm not sure how much is going up. There looks, from what I can sort of see, there is a damn sight less in this one than that. So let's go again. You can see the bubbles coming to the top. It's a tough one, this. Let's just go with the alcohol side of things here, really. I would say maybe this feels, excuse me, a bit stronger than that one. And I don't know if that's because of the tartness in there on the back end. This is very sweet, and although it looks very light, it actually packs more fruity flavour in there for me. More gassy. Yeah, this is a lot more tart. I mean, the main thing of this was to check the percentage, and I would certainly say this is up there in the percentage. So, if not, maybe a little bit stronger. That could just be me though, but it seems to have gone extremely flat. I don't know if I've over conditioned it, I don't know if I've over brewed it. There is still carbonation in there. I say it seems flat. It is still in there, but it's just not absolutely raging really. Well, I say raging. There's an awful lot of carbonation going up in there. It's just not carbonated like that. So yeah, we'll put that to one side for now. How do I think this has come out, this brew? Like I say, that it doesn't seem... Maybe that's how it is, I don't know. It's so hard to judge it on that. Not a bad flavour. A little bit of tartness. You sort of expect it to be sweeter, don't you? Well, I'd say this is more dry, this is, which seems a little bit odd. It's okay. I'm not going to moan about it. I'll easily drink it. That shouldn't be an issue at all, really. Do I think I've improved it? I think maybe I've improved it with the sugar. I'm hoping. I do think... Oh, excuse me. I do think the ABV is certainly hitting the 4%, I would think. I'm getting that feel of it. It does feel a little bit heavier as well to drink than the... Excuse me. It does feel a little bit heavier to drink than the Copperberg. Have I done too much brewing? Have I done too much conditioning? I'm not sure. I was told that if you're going to add sugar, most people will brew for at least 2 weeks. Hence the reason I went for 2 weeks. Have I over conditioned? Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. That is something I will only know when I try doing it again. But it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not. It's very much one of them sort of ciders. There are ciders out there that aren't so gassy and fizzy. They're almost still ciders, aren't they? And it reminds me a bit of sort of one of them a little bit. But it's nice enough. It's quite tart. Would I order it again? I would get it again just to have another dabble. So yeah, for me, not too bad, but very different to your shop bought stuff. So for me, I'd get it again. Like I said, I would have another dabble at it, and I'll be dabbling at a few different things as well. I've bought some bottles and carbonation drops. So the next sort of brew I do that turns up, I'm going to brew it uncarbonated, bottle it up with some carbonation thingy-majigs, drops, carbonation drops, and then I'll condition them for however long it sort of says then. And we'll do some more tinkering, but yeah, not overly disappointed with that. And that's all I've got to say really. So I've waffled on for 13 minutes. I'll let you lot get back to your Saturday. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's not been too boring. Hopefully it's been a little bit informative and quite interesting because I've done some tinkering and that. And yeah, I'll be back later on for another beer review with you. So see you later. Cheers.